Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about periods. And yes, I wanted to do this video for the longest time, I just haven't, as I was a lot more younger then and I know a lot more about it now. And this video is not just for younger girls, it is also for boys. Obviously, if any boys have sisters, girlfriends, wives or daughters, it's always best for boys to get educated on this stuff because they know how to help. But obviously it is mostly for girls, as girls are the ones that are going through it. So I'm going to show you guys obviously the different size pads, liners, tampons and all that good stuff, and chocolate and hot water bottles, because obviously if anyone has had cramps, I almost said pranks, yeah, cramps are the worst thing in the entire world. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it is quite natural, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll start off with the smallest, I think. So usually when you have your first period, it is very light. Obviously everyone is different. I think mine was quite heavy when I first had mine, but I can't remember it as it was quite a while ago. But yeah, usually when you have your first ever period, usually you'll use a liner because most of the time it is very light, but sometimes it can be heavy, so usually you'll go for a regular pad. But yeah, this is called a liner, and all it does is go in your knickers. You take this plastic bit off, and then, hold on, I've got some knickers here. Usually I have a period pack for school, and that is this one. And I keep everything in there, sometimes painkillers, but yeah. So all you do with the liner is usually you'll go for the top bit there, you'll just stick it there, and then it'll just line it like that. And these ones are very comfortable as they're small, but yeah. So that is what you do with the liner, and I usually keep a spare pair of knickers in my period packs as well, as sometimes if you have a leakage, it's always best to have a pair of knickers handy. And usually I tend to go for dark greys or blacks, any dark colour, as it's not that obvious if you do leak. I wouldn't recommend like white knickers. So I've been many times where I've started my period and I'm obviously always wearing the white knickers. It's awful, but obviously it's very, very natural and normal. And then this is what we call a regular pad. I've got the ones here, I have got, these ones are the ones with wings, because you can get regular pads that look like this, that are thicker, a little bit longer, just without the wings. But I like to go with the wings because it's more secure, especially if you're running at school. But this is what the regular pad looks like. All you do is, again, you just peel the plastic bit off and pull it like that. And then, again, you put the pad on the knickers. The only difference is with this, with the liner, is you pull the plastic off and then you tuck it underneath. And that is what a winged regular pad looks like. And again, just looks like that. Again, very natural. But yeah, this is a lot more secure if you have a bit more of a heavier flow. But yeah, that is what a regular pad looks like. And then the big boy, the nighttime pad. Again, you can get these without wings, but I tend to prefer them with wings, as again, it's a lot more secure. And this is what a nighttime pad looks like. A lot more longer and a lot more secure. There have been times where I've had to wear these during the day, as my period flows are very heavy, unfortunately. Every girl's period is different. For me, I tend to have a lot more of the heavier flow. That is why I changed onto tampons. Though pads are a lot more comfortable, but when I do wear tampons, I usually wear them at night time. But I have to wake early to take it out, as you can't keep tampons in for very long because there are a lot of things about infections. But yeah, this is what, again, it's basically the same as everything else. It's just a lot more longer, but this is what you'd use for nighttime. But yeah, that is what it looks like. Yeah, that's what a nighttime pad looks like in the colours. And then this thing which is very helpful if you want to go swimming. And it is called a tampon. And this is very different to everything else. I wouldn't usually say you'd need a tampon when you first start. Usually maybe when you've had quite a few periods, move on to it. My mum had to help me put mine in when I first started using tampons, as I didn't know how to do it. But yeah, so when you put it in, it's just kind of like that, and then you have the string and then you pull it out. But how to put it in, you pull this plastic thing here, pull it like that until you can have more of a paler thing, and then you do it like that, and then it kind of goes like that. And then, oh, I dropped. But yeah, it'll look like that, and you have to get it in as far as possible. And then when the tampon is full, you just pull it out like that, very slowly. And then yeah, that is how a tampon works. And yeah, so another thing I'm gonna show, so obviously everyone is different. Obviously there's different ways how you can bring a pad into school, or tampons, liners. But I usually have a period pack. I fill this to the brim. I like being very prepared because I have been very many times where I've forgotten it. And yeah, this is just what it looks like on the inside. But there is another thing I put in there. So there have been times where if your period is very heavy, there are times where your period blood will get to the crease of your legs. And I have wipes, but these are specifically for when you're on your period. And yeah, so these are very helpful. And these are like mini size ones. And I absolutely love having these because they are very, very helpful. And then this is one for home. And again, I fill it to the brim. I'm very, very over the top, but I like very much being prepared. There's tampons flying at me. It's raining tampons. But yeah, this is my one for home, and then this is my one for school. But there have been times where I have forgotten it, like I've said. That is why I usually tend to keep pads in the front of my school bag. I think there is just a liner in here. Yeah. Oh, and there's a tampon in here as well. I need to refill it actually. But yeah. But yeah. Ooh! I've just found another tampon, but it's a different size. Ooh, I'll show you this one as well. So, yeah. So this is a lot more different to the other one. And this one, oh god. Oh, you've got to wait until that clicks. And then again, pull it out, and yeah. I think you can see the difference. Yes, as they do different size tampons as well. As pads. There are many different tampons, many different pads. And it's very good because obviously every single period is always different. There have been times where like I've had a period and it's been really light, and there's other times where I've had a period and it's been extremely bloody heavy, which is honestly, it's awful, but it's very, very normal. It'd be nice if periods were a lot more nice to us, but they're not. But yeah. And then we're going to go on to my favourite thing, and that is chocolate. So usually when I'm on my period, I really like to have things like this and this and this. But the best thing to have, because sugar is not very good for your periods, unfortunately, but it does help when you're having cramps. Usually it's best to go for dark chocolate. So this is the dark chocolate I've got on me right now. But yeah, dark chocolate is the best thing because you can still have the sweetness, though this is actually very, very rich dark chocolate. But dark chocolate is slightly bitter then, so like when you have a bit, you're still satisfied, but you don't want to go for too much. Though, I mean, I never really have dark chocolate. And when I do, I do have dark chocolate on my period, but usually it's more the sweet type of dark chocolate. But I mean, I still have loads of it, so yeah. And my favourite thing, and this is what I mean by cramps. So there are very many different ways of relaxing cramps, but my favourite way is obviously paracetamol and other tablets. But obviously if you want to be nice and warm, you have to go for a hot water bottle or a heat pad or anything. I have a hot water bottle, but my hot water bottle is very much specifically being made for periods, or if you just want to have a really, really long hot water bottle. But this is my period hot water bottle, which I do use it when I'm not on my period anyway. But yeah, this is my hot water bottle. So when I'm on my period, all I do, I mean, there have been times when I'm not on my period, I'll just hug it like that and I'll get a full heat body. But when I'm on my period, obviously when you have cramps, it's like that. So I just put it like that. Obviously it doesn't go exactly like that because it's obviously got water in it. But yeah, I just wrap it around me like that and it's very much helpful. But yeah, if you've got cramps, I really recommend getting a hot water bottle like this because it literally just goes around you like that. It's very good. It's very, very good. And I absolutely love it. So that is it for this video. I really hope this is very helpful. And yeah, periods are very, very natural. Boys, don't be frightened. It's just a natural thing girls go through. And if you've got a girlfriend, sister, daughter, don't tease her. Help her. So if your girl is on a period, make her a hot water bottle. Give her some chocolate. Keep a period bag in your bag. If you've got a girlfriend, keep some pads in your bag. And if she's forgotten, you've got a handy. And I'm saying that because my boyfriend might watch this, so he might get the idea. Anyway, no, I'm not too fussed usually. Usually I'm very good, unless there have been times where I've been on my period and it makes me very, very forgetful. So, yeah. But yeah, this is probably my favourite thing when it comes to periods because I get to get this out. There have been times where if I've been really, really cold, which doesn't happen very often, unfortunately, because I'm literally a living live hot water bottle. I like to get this out. But yeah, if there's anything I could recommend the most, it's this. If you've got cramps, really go for the long hot water bottle. It's very handy. And again, if you've got different flows, different size tampons, pads, liners. But yeah, every period is different, and these are the different things you'd use. And yeah, periods are just natural things that happen to everyone. I'm actually very sad to waste these, but I'm not on my period, so there is no use in keeping these. Though I do have a lot spare. But yeah, also if you've got a friend that has started her period and you've got stuff and she hasn't got anything on her, help your friend out. And also another thing I'll mention, if you've started a period at school and you've leaked and it is very obvious, take a jacket. Obviously I wouldn't use a jacket like this because it's obviously a lot more light coloured. Usually I'd go for a black jacket, but just tie it around your waist and you're good to go, so it's not too obvious. Or if you want to just walk out and slay like a girl, go for it. Periods are natural, normal things. So yeah, I really hope this video was very helpful. I love you all so much. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.